Hello, everyone. I've got some information I want to share with you. And it may be that you know it or you don't know it, but I want you to share it once I give it to you. I thought it was important for me to talk about it at this time because there were things that were just really kind of pulling at me. Well, I want you to go into your computers or your iPhone, and look up Pipeline to Prison. Do that for me. And hopefully, after you've did your research, you may share this video so that we can inform ourselves as to what occurs and what happens. But I want you to know that in 1998 or 97, my ministry, Shirley McCleary's ministry and Greater Deliverance Ministry, we started prison ministry. And we went into the prisons. Not the first time, but officially we were licensed to go in and minister in the prisons in 1998. And when we went in and saw all these black young men, it looked like my son and my brothers and my cousins. And so I got a new name, and I would say we're going to visit our cousins on Sunday because we had a schedule to be in the prisons every Sunday or 4 Sundays and different times during the month. And we started this ministry, like I said, 1998. And one of the things that I want you to be aware of is that when we went in to the prison, there was a short time where the guys would have their belts and their shoes, regular different shoes. And then when we got back, they were stripped from having a belt on with their pants. And they were not any shoes anymore, but they were boots, like the Timberland boots you see with no strings. And all of them were large. They had on large pants, and they had on boots that probably flopped on their feet without strings. And I'm going to tell you, I thought it was so degrading. Because when we would minister to them, they couldn't really hold their hands up because their pants was falling. And they couldn't really maybe walk around because their boots were big and flopping on their feet. And those Timberland shoes are pretty heavy. But a change came. And as we went on in the prison, we noticed that the guys allowed their pants just to kind of fall. And then they began to walk in a way where their pants wouldn't fall down. And so you got to think at it and look at it like this. If you've been in prison any length of time, whether it be 5 years, 10 years, now this year, 2018, is the first time that we weren't invited back to the prison. From 1998 to 2017, this woman of God had been in the prison every year, every month, every week. And I am a little teary today about talking about it. But I didn't like the fact when everybody came up about pull your pants up, pull your pants up. Because their dignity was taken from them from not wearing a belt, or taking their belt from them so that they could not hold their pants up, so that they could not run because their shoes and their Timberland boots look alike. It was too big with no strings. So it took away their dignity to hold their pants up. But what I'm glad about, we make this saying about if somebody gives you a lemon, turn it into lemonade. That sounds well and good. That's a good cliche. But when someone takes your pride away from you, what do? And I love the fact that these black boys came and start drooping their pants, not letting it fall. And it came out to be a style. I didn't like the fact that Bill Cosby got up and talked about it. And when I see everybody else putting things on Facebook, you want your pants showing your underwear. So you don't know where it came from. It came from prison. That's where that look came from. They wouldn't give, I don't want to talk about it because you know what? I thought I was good, but I look like I'm going to tear up on this, but I'm not. It may be that after 10 years, they came out, they didn't wear a belt. Because some of them realized they took their belts from them. And then their pants dropped. And it was supposed to take away their dignity. But then they made a style out of it. And I was glad about that. And I'm still glad about it. They marked us with our black skin until James Brown came out and said, I'm black and I'm proud. Sometimes, unless we know how we got to where we are, we will be the first to criticize. I saw something on the Facebook, and all the people were talking about the girls shouldn't look like this with, their little short things on, little garter belts, and they were in a parade or on a band or something like that. I don't remember. And I said no. When the Dallas Cowboy girls were out there with their shorts on and dancing in a large crowd, nobody said anything, which tempted our black men to go after them, because we are so busy criticizing ourselves for every little thing that we do. We have to stop it, because sometimes we don't know where it comes from. But I want you to do your research, okay? And realize the pipeline of prison started in 1988 or 1986. They were planning this. And to see all these black men in prison from 1998 that I started. It started in 1988, the pipeline to prison, which is in the 3rd grade, so they can be prepared. Now you have to think about what's going on now. What are they planning now to stop us as a people? What are they planning? Everything free is not all good. We have to put some thought into it, discern into it, and make sure that you understand it. So listen, look it up, share the video, so that we can embrace our men when they come out of prison. And now I did go back for the last time in December, and they did have some elastic in their pants, and they let them wear those beach shoes, so they weren't the boots anymore. So I was glad about that, but I wasn't able to get back in this year. But, I guess 20 years or 22 years is a long time to do prison ministry, and I'm glad about it. And so let's share the video so that we won't criticize our young black men for wearing their pants below their butt. Because maybe, just think about it, that might have been your son that was in prison, or your cousin, or your sister's child, or your pastor's child that might have been in prison. So listen, have a blessed time. Have a good day, a good afternoon, because it's late here for me today. But let's just be careful what we criticize, because sometimes we don't know where it starts from. Have a blessed day. God bless you. Bye-bye.